Bienvenidos a nuestro Ramble Radio. Sí. But Eddie, it's Ramble Radio, isn't it? Tisn't it?
Tis?
I think it is.
Also, what's video in Spanish?
Video. Video. I don't know. That's actually, I don't know that one. Video.
Spelled the same way?
Creo que es video, pero yo no sé.
El video?
El video.
El video.
You know, this is, I don't know if you're ready for this, but the palindrome has ended for another 9 episodes, and we're at 253 now. This is man. Ramble Radio 253.
Coming down off that high.
The high of the palindrome. It's hard. Now
we'll see you again, palindrome.
One day in a week. I mean, a few weeks. Now, you think it's just you and I.
Yeah. Who is it? Who else would it be?
I don't know how he does this, okay? But he went to an Austin City Limits taping, but before that, he broke down to Herschel Walker about good air and bad air and how it goes from us to China and then back.
Wow.
Cody Diafania, everybody!
Yeah.
Wow!
Might I say, I think he got the point across perfectly.
Wow.
Really well said.
I mean, I've always been sort of confused about air.
Right.
And you cleared it up completely.
Man,
there's good air and there's bad air, as you said.
Now, was Herschel was Herschel a fast study, or did you have to explain this to him over and over, or did he just pick it up like that?
Oh no, because remember he went to college. Remember,
that
definitely is something that happened that nobody found out wasn't true.
Right, he did go to college. Now look. Now I know how you explained to him that our good air goes to China, and then the bad air has no.
And they make it bad, and then it comes back to us, and we have to clean it. Yeah, yeah.
But then once we clean their bad air, then isn't all air good?
Oh, that sounds like you might have stumped Herschel here, Cody. You got to get ready for that question. Shit.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's going to get this on the campaign trail, or maybe in a
someone's
debate.
Gonna.
That's fine, but I mean, like, climate change is a hoax, so
there it is. Hey, I'm holding a mic. I'm dropping it. There it is, right there.
Sorry, that's just how things work.
Oh fuck! So look, we're gonna warn the Ramblers ahead of time. Next week, it's just gonna be an Eddie and I for first Ramble Radio and Ramble proper.
A lot of day baseball next week.
A lot of day baseball, but Cody's gonna be back because as you're watching this or hearing this, we will have the polls up for our round 2 of the Battle Royale. So
the
triple threat round. This is where it gets real. And I'll let the Ramblers know, too. I'm not too worried, but I did a CAT scan. The doctors found some spots on my lungs that could be just benign nodules or it could be cancer, but they're so fucking small.
Could be jizz.
They got to biopsy. They can't even biopsy it. That's how small they are. So at least if it is cancer, they're going to catch it quick. It has to be jizz. The weekend I had before I did the CAT scans.
That's why I said, Jerry, don't go in this CAT scan today until you let this clear up for a week.
Yeah, I know. But all
You're just going to worry yourself.
I know, but it was lesson learned. I'm definitely getting my stomach pumped before I go get a CAT scan again.
Yeah.
Because shit, there's a lot of jizz. That was a lot we took in.
You're a regular Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I am. I really am. And then that turned into Britney Spears. Whatever. Went from
Bon Jovi for a while.
Elton John, I think, was on the business end of that rumor. I think it was.
Bon Jovi was.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi was. I remember because all the girls in middle school in '86 or '87 loved Bon Jovi, and all the guys were like, they found jizz in his stomach. They found jizz in his stomach.
That's gonna stop. Oh God. It's amazing when dudes get that. It's funny. Like, just because I know how straight men are, we sold Andrea's car over the weekend, and she put it up on Craigslist. And I wonder if dudes are the same with buying cars on Craigslist as they are trying to date, because a guy hit me up. He goes, "Hey, is the car still for sale?" And I was like, "No, it's not." And then there was like a long pause before they responded. And I was wondering if he was going to be like, well, I didn't want your stupid car anyway, you fucking ugly skank. You know what I mean? Like, I was waiting.
I found jizz in your car.
Yeah, I didn't probably jizz it, you fucking whore. It's a whore's car. I don't even fucking want it. Like, I was just waiting for it to devolve into the way dudes are on dating sites as well. Like, I don't even fucking want your fucking car.
It's probably covered in jizz.
Probably covered in fucking all kinds of jizz. So I guess I have to ask the question. I know, Cody, first, can I thank you for doing this? Because we lost Ivana Trump today.
Oh, yes.
And I can only imagine how upset Cody is over that. That must have just been shattering. And
just a shroud of darkness over you.
Is the Trump-Elon fight the funniest thing that's going on right now on the planet? Like, I love how Trump, they talk shit about Biden's mental health, whatever, cognitive, but Trump was like, Elon. And then what he says, like...
But the thing is, he's reading it.
He's reading it, Leon. Elon. Like, it was the fucking best. And hold on, our cat sitter just got here. Our cat sitter, Jill, who retweeted us. Hi, Jill. Come on in.
Hey, Jill.
Jill, the Ramblers say hello.
Hi, Jill.
I'm sorry. There's going to be very loud, and there's going to be a lot of cursing. So a lot
of jizz.
A lot of jizz. A lot of jizzing in here. A lot of jizz. So much. But the funniest was, dude, is dare we give that pile of human shit Trump credit for that? I mean, that was a really good burn when he posted on Truth Social.
Dude, I laughed out loud at that. And it's like, and I felt bad because I was laughing at something that Trump said because it was funny, but I don't even like. It was just a fucking roast.
It really was. Did you see this, Eddie? Yeah. Did you see what he wrote? Oh, electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere. Rocket. It just, I think it just proves that no one on this planet is more fun to make fun of than Elon Musk. I think that is like rocket ships to nowhere.
That's a funny line, man.
That's a great line. That's a great line. I just love seeing an asshole duel. This is an amazing asshole fight. Just two dipshits, two people who have just coasted on daddy's money, just going at each other. It's fucking...
People who have never earned their keep, just trying to tear each other. It's amazing.
Oh, God. So Eddie and I have seen Thor about 6 times now, I think. Cody, I will say this. I've seen it twice, and I very much enjoyed it, but I did agree with you on the tonal problems, right?
Yeah.
But it felt better the second time around. I don't know how. It just felt easier to... I just think because the silly shit is done so... Like... I think that's going to be one of the most underrated scenes in Marvel is when Thor talks to Mjolnir and then Jane leaves with it and then you just see Stormbreaker slowly come into frame like it was just jealous. I think that was fucking great. And a massive bomb dropped at the end of Miss Marvel, Eddie.
Oh, damn.
Cody, I don't know if you knew this, but have you heard about the finale for Miss Marvel?
I have not.
Do you mind if we spoil it for you?
Well, it wasn't even the end credit scene. It was the scene before that.
So she has these powers that
let's warn the Ramblers that haven't seen Miss Marvel.
Spoiler.
Big spoiler coming up.
Big spoiler for Miss Marvel. She gets what do they call it, Eddie? The bracelet. What's it called?
The bangle.
So it was passed down through her family, and it gives her these powers, right? And then it turns out that it's the bangle has just awoken something that was already in her. And her best friend...
But it doesn't give powers to the other people in the family.
Right. And her best friend was asking, like, she was like, he did the research. He's like a big science nerd who's about to go to Caltech in the story. And he tells her at the very end of the final episode, because he goes, your brother was asking me, does he have any powers, right? And then he goes, and the friend is like, he doesn't. And he looks at her, and he goes, you're a mutation. So they finally have dropped the mutant. They're just going all in now with mutants. I love it. I fucking love. We have our first.
And then when he says you have a mutation in your genes, they play the animated X-Men theme song. There's a hint
they just do that. It was like they did with Professor X in Strange. So I thought I love that they're going all in with this, and they're just gonna fucking. And that rumor about the dude who played Elton John and the Kingsman being Wolverine, I'm 1,000%. I'm all in. If that happens, I'm all fucking in. And to keep this going, I've got to say, holy shit, Eddie, you've got to start watching Stranger Things. And Cody, season 4 was the best one. I don't even think it's close. Season 4 was the best one. It was, oh man, it was really fucking good. It was, season 4. You saw up to season 3, right, Cody, or just 2? I forgot.
No, I've seen everything but season 4.
Okay, it's good. It really.
I just can't get past those episode lengths. Like, it's making me not want to.
I know, the hour and 10 minutes. It's like each episode in season 4 is an hour and 10 minutes, and then the finale is like 2 hours and 20 minutes. The last it's a fucking movie.
Long?
But I'm telling you, everything
matters.
matters.
Are in a season?
9 in this season. There's 9 episodes. It is, oof, man. It is, goddamn, it's something else, man.
It's longer than that baseball documentary.
Yes, I know. It's long. Is it
like 20 VHS tapes that baseball documentary?
The Ken Burns one?
Yes.
That had my favorite sports moment ever was in that documentary, when they were reading a letter from a fan complaining about how modern baseball players don't care about the integrity of the game anymore. They don't care about the honoring the sport. All they care about is getting money and getting paychecks. And the letter was written in like 1905. Like, it was amazing. Back when they were getting like $40 a game or whatever. Like, it was. So those
baseball
people,
is like what, 20, 30 years old?
Right.
Like, it's not even.
It's not even like, yeah.
How long was it an organized professional sport at the time?
Right, 20 years tops. Right, like. It was fucking hilarious. That was, and Cody, was what you told me, or have you seen the undisputed Colorado Detroit?
I haven't seen it.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. It's good. But yeah, so this can I geek out? I'm gonna spoil an end credit song for Stranger Things. Is that okay? Do y'all mind if I do that? Because you heard about the Kate Bush thing, right?
Right.
How this fucking show put Kate Bush back at number 1 with Running Up That Hill, because it's prominent. That song it might as well be a cast member. It is, it's very prominent, and for good reason. You find out why. But, dude, I have never been so geeked out. There was so the episode 8, I believe, ends where a showdown is coming, right?
Yeah.
And all the characters are preparing for the showdown, and some of them are standing outside this place where it's going to happen. And I'm like, you know how it's all that Austin band who does the Survive or whatever, who does all the synth music for the soundtrack for the show. So it's them doing it. It's their music sounding. But I'm like, there's something very familiar about this song. And then sure enough, you just hear Steve Perry go, "Someday love will find you." And they do this awesome 80s, like full-on synth, slowed down version of Separate Ways to close the episode. It was fucking incredible. I absolutely loved it. It was, man, I'm telling you, Stranger Things knocked it out of the park. And Mr. Pence, in this season, everyone's favorite character is a new character named Eddie. How about that?
And he's a metal fan.
There's a scene in it that Eddie Pence will love because they're trying to find music to play, and they're like, "Do you have some like?" And he pulls out an Iron Maiden cassette, and they're like, "No, we want music." And he goes, "This is music." It was the best. Like, I thought of you instantly. It was. This season is really, really funny. I will say, I think that the biggest flaw of it is the stuff with Winona Ryder and Brett Gelman. Like, it's not bad, but it just kind of like, okay, can we get done with them and move on to other shit? You know what I mean? Like, but it's still not bad, but it was like, okay, all right, this again, but it was it's still really good. Highly recommend it.
I'll get into it. I'll try to get into it somehow.
And Cody, let me ask you this. Yeah. Season 1, do you think season 1 of Stranger Things is too gnarly for a 13-year-old? Because I'm thinking that's right about when it's okay to start watching that show.
I don't think so. I mean, I think there's only like one super gnarly thing, which is like, because I think it has to do with like the death of a younger character. Doesn't that happen in season 1?
Yes, there's something that happens where it's like,
it's a bit gruesome.
Yep.
The reveal of that. I would think maybe that, but it's all just like scary stuff. It's not. otherwise.
It's not like Exorcist where Colton's gonna have nightmare. Like if you should buy, you came over.
I just showed him Jaws the other night.
How did he like it?
He loved it.
That is the. Is that still okay? Should we run? Should this be a future Ramble showdown or like a Hall of Fame hat? But Jaws and Goodfellas, I think, are the two movies that if there happen to be on, you just have to watch, right? If you're flipping the day and it's one, I think those two movies. I don't care. Jaws, I've seen 10 million times, and I still love every fucking second of. Same with Goodfellas, but like. Jaws does. I think that movie has never gotten old or stale, or there's never moments where you're like, oh, that was dumb.
Watching it again just recently, and I hadn't seen it probably in 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
There's no part in the movie where you're like, okay, this is just the boring part of the movie. Like, there's
right.
no part of that movie where every scene is just long enough or just short enough where it gets to the next scene without feeling like anything's dragging. Like everything just moves.
It is the perfect summer movie.
It gives you everything you need in each scene without feeling like, all right, well, even the scene where Richard Dreyfuss shows up to dinner and Brody's drinking and the wife's there, like that's not boring. None of it's boring.
Right.
There's hardly any dialogue in that scene. And that's just them deciding to go cut the shark open.
Right.
And you're still like, this is
great.
Like, it's so interesting.
I don't know this, but do you know if Robert Shaw got nominated? Because in hindsight, he should have won just for but we delivered the bomb scene. Like, that should have been a Best Supporting Actor.
USS Indianapolis scene?
That was my God, that was just...
Well, and then when he's got the boat in full gear and... Richard Dreyfuss is like, you're gonna blow the engine. You're gonna blow. He's like, and he's trying to get him to shore to drown the shark.
Yes.
It goes from him being this cocky, sailor guy who wants to kill the shark to like you see pure fear in his eyes.
Yes.
Like, we got to get this fucking. Like he just totally goes in that same scene of just like this asshole to this scared kid running from a shark.
It was great. Like that was one thing I really loved about Thor was Russell. That one moment where Russell Crowe's like, yeah, I'm very scared.
Yeah.
Like that was great. But yeah, that Shaw thing, Shaw was he was immaculate in that.
Jaws was only nominated for 4 Oscars.
Oh!
It was Best Picture.
Okay.
Best Original Score.
Those both should have won.
Best Sound Mixing.
Okay.
And Best Film Editing. That's
God, no acting. Because even...
No acting, no script.
No script, because even like... Dreyfuss was fantastic.
Dreyfuss was great.
Roy Scheider.
Scheider was great.
I saw this on Twitter.
The mayor was great.
The mayor was such a great villain.
When he's in the hospital at the end, he's like, my kid was on that beach. Like you fucking like the one moment you're like, you hate the guy the whole movie.
Right.
Like, oh fuck.
Over
this guy.
And then like the fucking that moment. Someone saw this post this on Twitter, and it's so true. That scene when. That's one of the greatest all-time reactions from an actor in movie history is when he's putting the chum in the water and he just sees it and he he doesn't scream. He doesn't like, oh, what the fuck? He just is frozen in fear because he finally like, oh God, this is what we're up against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And this movie has, I forgot this shot was in the film, but it had to be the best use of this particular shot I've ever seen. It's the one where they pull out and they zoom in at the same time.
Yes, when
he just stands up on the beach and it just goes like that.
Boom,
and you're like,
so
that's
great.
The best that's ever been used.
Yes,
it's the Hitchcock. It's the best that's ever been used.
He out Hitchcock with that shot. It was
because they use it. It's so overused in everything, but that's the best that's ever been used.
The fucking man, dude, Jaws. That's God. It's perfect. It's just fucking. It's weird to say that about like a movie that never won Best Picture, which is so stupid. But that it didn't win. It's fucking perfect.
But like, how many perfect movies has Spielberg directed? I mean, Jurassic Park's a perfect movie.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Jaws is a perfect movie.
Raiders is perfect.
Raiders is a perfect movie. I mean, he's got some ones out there I don't really care for too much.
Right.
But those are 3.
Schindler's List
films.
is a perfect movie. Schindler's List is fucking incredible.
One of my favorite Spielberg movies is Minority Report. I think that's a
very underrated. E.T. is a fucking perfect movie. I don't think they've never made a better movie about friendship than E.T. E.T. is it's like everyone is up his ass for every reason. And I haven't seen West Side Story. Have you seen it, Cody?
Yeah,
I saw it at the bowl.
Yeah. Was it good? Was it? Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm not a musical fan,
right?
So like I get like as soon as people start singing in a movie,
You're out
completely. It throws me out of whatever. The best scene to me in the West Side Story remake by Spielberg was the scene when the Jets and the Sharks are getting ready to fight in the salt room.
Yeah. Okay.
Salt, and they're doing this dialogue, and they're talking about why they're going to fight and what's going to happen. I'm like into it, and then all of a sudden they start dance knives, and I'm like,
you're like, I'm out. It turns into Footloose, and you're like, I'm out.
It fucking pulls me out every time.
It was funny because Andrea doesn't mind musicals, but holy shit, the venom she had for that new Cyrano movie with Peter Dinklage. She said she saw it on a flight. She's like, it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like,
you tell her that movie made my top 10 last year.
I saw a clip of it. And I'm like, this isn't bad. What are you talking about? And she's like, no, this is like the dumbest thing. And then she was like, yeah, maybe I was just really tired. It's like, yeah, it doesn't seem that. It just seems like a pretty decent musical.
Well, and all the songs were written by The National, the band The National.
Oh, they're great. They're fucking great.
All the music and lyrics for Cyrano.
I think, look, I'm telling you, that was jet lag talking. That was her on a 6-hour flight, already pissed because the flight was going to be delayed. Yeah.
I can do musicals if the tone of the film is like Little Shop of Horrors or Grease.
Right.
Where it's sort of playful and jokey. I'm fine. But the minute you try to go drama and then start singing, I'm out. Like it pulls me out.
Wait, even Les Miserables. Dude, Anne Hathaway, Hugh Jackman
sucks ass, man. That movie is so bad.
But I'm just saying the way Hathaway and Hugh Jackman pulled it off with singing when she's like dying of AIDS or whatever the fuck it was, you know.
That's
and
fine.
Like,
and then Russell Crowe undoes everything.
He does. He absolutely does. It's funny how like he ruins Les Miserables in the same way he steals Thor: Love and Thunder. Like it is a tale of two. It's the both sides of the coin. He fucking ruins Les Miserables the same way he absolutely steals Thor: Love and Thunder. Oh shit. Well, I hate to do this because this has been fun, but
all right,
we have a contractual.
Skeletor. What's a perfect movie to you? What movie do you rank in as being perfect?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. You know, I've seen a lot of films in my time, but I think if I had to rank the most perfect film I've ever seen, I think it's a one, I forgot the name, I'm sorry, but where Tommy Lee Jones has to stop a volcano. It was fucking amazing, and then at the end, all these people are covered in ash, and a little white baby says, look, Mommy, everyone looks the same. And it made me realize how, you know, racism is so bad. And it was just a wonderful movie where Tommy Lee Jones has to fight a volcano. And, you know, they filmed it in Eternia. Did you know that? Because the only place big enough to make this giant fake volcano was inside E-Man's mother's pussy! Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh? Yeah, guys? Nothing?
Is the cat sitter still there?
No, thank God.
Good.
Thank God. Oh, what was that movie where Tommy Lee Jones has
Dante's Peak? No. Volcano?
Volcano.
It was
just called
Volcano, right?
Yeah, that was it. Volcano.
Dante's Peak had Pierce Brosnan in it, right?
The Bras. Yeah, the Bras.
Tommy Lee Jones had Volcano.
Dante's Peak was really fucking good, too.
Okay. All right. I was not expecting
Volcano was the one that took place in L.A., right?
Yeah, the volcano goes off in L.A. It was so fucking stupid.
It could happen. Why the fuck are you laughing? It could happen today.
All right. Jesus Christ. I didn't know Skeletor had that bad of taste.
That's the hill he wants to die on.
That's the one.
The volcano he wants to die on.
You know, another perfect movie is The Judgment Night, where Emilio Estevez and Cuba Gooding Jr. are on the run from Dennis Leary. That was a fantastic film. The soundtrack mixed rap and rock.
Okay. All right.
All right. Okay.
Jesus.
Cody, can you
trolling at this point?
Is he trolling?
You know, Rudy made me cry. Did anybody else cry at the end of Rudy?
All right. This is... Jesus.
Did you like Radio, Skeletor?
I did. I really thought Cuba Gooding Jr. really knew how to be a special needs person. Not as good as He-Man, but he was pretty good at it. I'll tell you that.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
You know, Radio was one of the few films where I cried and came at the exact same time.
Okay, few. So there's more than one that he's cried and
let me guess. Terms of endearment.
Nope, left.
$1 Million Baby.
Left.
Okay, Jesus Christ. So fucking. This is.
Horrifying.
Hope Floats. Cried and came at that one. Sandra Bullock. Great movie. Hope Floats. Cried and came.
All right. Can we cut him off? Cody, I'm really sorry, Cody, that you have to follow crying and coming during Hope Floats. But
thanks.
Get us out of here.
So Cinestop Cody on Twitter, Cinestop Podcast wherever you get podcasts. Next week we'll have a review of Nope, the Jordan Peele movie that's coming out here. Actually, is that next week? I don't even know. Soon we will have.
Soon.
I don't even know. I'm seeing it on Tuesday, but I don't know when it comes out. So.
What's the next big gun after that one? I'm trying to think. Is it?
Gosh, in terms of like summer movies and stuff.
Yeah, is that? Are we ending summer with that one that we know of?
I'm looking at everything right now, and I think that's probably the last real big one that comes up that I'm seeing, in the calendar. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. That might be the end of the summer.
God, then what? I'm probably forgetting a few, but it seems like we got nothing till November as far as blockbusters, right? Until we get like Amsterdam and Black Panther 2 and all that stuff, right? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
As far as like the big budget, big money stuff. But yeah. All right. Eddie, where can everybody find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report.
Oh, shit.
Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays,
That's here.
We got Ramble Proper. Yeah, that's right
us.
here, Ramble Proper.
And one day we'll bring back Good Willow Hunting.
Yes.
And then we have a new thing we're going to do, too, about movies that we're going to debut in the Ramble soon that we're very excited about. We're going to get that going soon, too. But, yeah, well, you know where to find me. Same places you can find these gents. Same Ramble places. Also on my Twitch, twitch.tv/RetroRocha, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And my YouTube channel is back up. So, yeah, come and say hi to us. We love you guys. Stay safe. Take care. And we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.